Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Day 4 of the Alabama Dixie Youth AAA and Dixie Youth Majors State Tournament. From Decatur to Dothan, from Hueytown to Headland, we see the names of many of our friends from all over the state on the fronts of these jerseys today, and welcome again to Troy. Before we go any further, could we give a round of applause to the outstanding grounds crew of Troy Parks and Recreation? About an hour ago, these fields were underwater, and they've done an outstanding job. And we wish everyone... Okay, let's see, y'all stand right here. All right. And because of the delay, our national anthem performer could not be with us at this time of night. But we are honored to have as our guest for the invocation the pastor of the Vine Church, Brother Lewis Johnson, who will lead us in our invocation to be followed by our national anthem.
Let's pray together. Father, thank you so much for every coach, every family member, every player, every umpire here tonight. Father, we ask your blessing on them. Father, I pray that sportsmanship will prevail in this series, Lord. We thank you so much for being so good to us, Lord. Father, we're thankful for our country, that we live in a free land where we can worship you as we see fit and come and enjoy sporting events. Thank you so much for that. And also, once again, Father, thank you that 2,000 years ago, Jesus stepped up to the plate for all of us, hit the grand slam, forgave us all our sins. And if we would just trust him, we would be in perfect unity with him one day when we die. We thank you, Lord. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we kick off coverage of day number 4 of the 2017 Alabama AAA State Tournament here from the Troy Sportsplex in Troy, Alabama, and brought to you live on the internet here at JockJive.com. Jason Thompson here moving from Field 2 to Field 4 for this elimination game, as this field drains a little better than over on Field 2, so we're going to be over here today on Field 4 for just one game, this elimination game between Enterprise American and Hueytown. Hueytown will be the visitors on the scoreboard. This is the lineup that will be facing Enterprise pitcher Dylan Yu. 14 is Jonah Winston in left field. 4 is Gavin Franklin, the pitcher. 12 is Caleb Johnson behind the plate. 52 is Ethan Booker at short. 17 is Baker Davis. 11 is Colton Hudgens. 20 is Jay Fuller in center. 8 is Devin Ford. Number 9 is Max Hollingsworth at first. 36 is Ethan England. 2 is Brody Black in right. And number 44 is Sam Vaughn at third base. The manager is Kevin Hudgens, with Kevin Black and Nathaniel Vaughn as the assistant coaches. Enterprise in the field, wearing their navy blue tops with the gray pants, gray lettering, and numbers with the white trim. This is how they line up defensively on the infield, from left to right, from third base to first base. 17 is Seth Graham. 8 is Caden Boutwell. 2 is Reed Burns. 33 is Gavin Mond. The outfield from left to right is number 25, Walter Clark. 3 is Cade Kirkland. 82 is Grayson Thornton. Behind the plate is number 22, Connor Pruitt. And on the bump, number 11 is Dylan Yu. couple pitchers who are ineligible to pitch today. Gavin Mond threw a total of 52 pitches yesterday, and Remington Kennedy at 63, so neither one of them can pitch. Of course, new pitching rules instituted this year across Dixie Youth Baseball. If a pitcher pitches 40 pitches or less, they can pitch the next day. A 41 to 65 pitch effort requires 36 hours of rest, and 66 to 75 requires 48 hours. And all of the Hueytown players are eligible to pitch today. The winner of this one will advance to the 10 a.m. game on Monday, where they will get the loser of what is the final of the winner's bracket between Fairhope and the host Troy. That'll be coming up next over on Field 1. Chuck Sebastian will be bringing you the action there.
Number 14, Jonah Winston.
As Jonah Winston, number 14, to the plate. Enterprise looking to win their 4th straight game in the loser's bracket. As Winston steps out. Of course, the Hueytown folks know, in case the Enterprise ones don't. We'll tell you after Winston squares around a bunt and pulls it back right at 5:59, so almost a 3-hour delay. That Jonah Winston is the younger brother of Tampa Bay Buccaneer quarterback, former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston. That is low and away for a ball. It's now 2-0. We're told by some folks up here that Jameis made an appearance at the North Sub-State tournament to watch his little brother. Have not seen him here today. The pitch, or any this week, actually. It's ball 1, or ball 3, actually. Hueytown lost or beat Southeastern 10-9 on Thursday, beat Dothan American 10-1 on Friday, lost 5-3 to Fairhope yesterday. The pitch is swung on. He has the green light, and he fouls one to the left side. Is now 3-1. Interesting that Hueytown wearing the purple. To my count, that's at least 3 teams out of 16 that wear purple. Certainly a unique color for as Jonah calls time, and now he'll step back in. And the pitch to the younger Winston is a strike 2 call, so the count now full. As Gavin Franklin, starting pitcher, waiting on deck. Originally, they were going to go with Baker Davis on the mound, but about 30 minutes before first pitch, coach made some changes. As the 3-2 to Franklin is low for ball 4. So the leadoff man on for Hueytown is number 4, Gavin Franklin, to the plate. As the catcher, Caleb Johnson, waits on deck for Hueytown. The pitch is a strike call, throw down to first, and the head first slide back, safe. And we'll keep you updated on pitch counts up here. Of course, with the new pitching rules, somebody has to keep track of the pitch count up here to inform everybody and the coaches. The 0-1 is a swing and a miss, now 0-2. And Chuck Sebastian to my left is bringing you another elimination game with Alexandria and South Bibb. We have 6 teams still alive. We'll be down to 4 when we walk out of here tonight. Use 0-2 to Franklin is swung on and missed as Winston almost caught off a first. Leaning a little too far out there, but the head first slide back in. As you gets the strikeout.
Number 12, Caleb Johnson.
Number 12 is Caleb Johnson, the catcher. The number you see on the screen, 850-380-7267. If you want to text a shout-out to your favorite player or team, you can do so by texting that number, and we'll get that on as the game goes on. Again, a reminder, please do not call, text only. The pitch is a ball outside. Again, Jonah Winston with the leadoff walk. He stands at first. No score here in the early going. Ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. It's going to be 6-3 on the unassisted, or the twin killing as the ball bounced up off the mound. A fortuitous bounce to Caden Boutwell, who caught it in stride and goes 6 unassisted and then 6-3 for the inning-ending double play. So Enterprise will now come to bat. This is the lineup that will be facing Hueytown pitcher Gavin Franklin. 33 is Gavin Mond at first base. 2 is Reed Burns at second. 8 is Caden Boutwell at short. 27 is Seth Graham at third. Number 11 is Dylan Yu, the pitcher. 22 is Connor Pruitt behind the plate. 3 is Cade Kirtland in center. 42 is Maddox Dowling. 25 is Walker Clark in left. 24 is Remington Kennedy. 82 is Grayson Thornton in right. And 14 is Micah Parker. Chad Boutwell, the manager, while Warren Dowling and Barry Burns, your assistant coaches. Defensively for Enterprise on the infield from left to right, from third to first, is 44, Sam Vaughn. 52 is Ethan Booker. 11 is Colton Hudgens. 9 is Max Hollingsworth. The outfield from left to right, 14 is Jonah Winston. 20 is Jay Fuller. 2 is Brody Black. Behind the plate, number 12 is Caleb Johnson. And on the bump is number 4, Gavin Franklin. Again, as we mentioned earlier, Enterprise looking to win their 4th straight in the losers bracket. They lost their opener 17-7-5 to Fairhope on Thursday. Then they beat Selma American 14-2-4 on Friday, and then won 2 games on Saturday. Morning session, they beat Mobile Municipal 13-11, and then beat Southeastern 24-5 in 5 innings on Saturday evening. And don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer, and we need your help to get there. When you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now batting to lead things off, number 33, Gavin Mond.
As 33, Gavin Mond, the first baseman, will step in. Again, just 1 game here on this field tonight. 2 over next door on field 1. Again, Alexandria South Bibb playing. And then the final of the winners bracket will be Fairhope and Troy. Just a programming note. Checking with Raymond Housel, the national director of Alabama, one of them. He's our tournament director. There will not be heat breaks today. We had it yesterday after the end of the 2nd and end of the 4th. We will not have that tonight, just because we're starting 3 hours late. The 1-0 swung on and clubbed to center. The center fielder rolling and makes the running catch. Nice stab there by Jay Fuller, who was on the horse, running to his left, and puts it away for the F8. For out number 1 is Reed Burns to the plate.
Now stepping to plate number 2, Reed Burns.
No score here in the early going elimination game with Hueytown and Enterprise. The pitch to Burns way outside for ball 1. In Fairhope and Troy, the final of the winners bracket, the lone 2 unbeatens. Coming up next on field 1, ground ball to second baseman. He has it over to first in time for the out. That'll go 4-3. Hudgens to Hollingsworth. As Caden Boutwell, the shortstop, to the plate.
Now stepping to plate number 8, Caden Boutwell.
Of the 4 teams still alive, 4 of them are district champions. The pitch. That's ball. As Hueytown is the only one from sub-state competition still playing. I believe Hueytown is in District 3 with South Bibb. The pitch is a strike called. Sub-state is kind of like a second chance tournament. Basically, anybody that was runner-up in their district can play in that tournament. If they finish first or second in that tournament, they get an automatic berth to state. Ground ball, shortstop stays down on it nicely over to first in time. That'll go 6-3. So a quick bottom of the first as Booker to Hudgens will retire the side as we go to the top of the second. Just a pitch count update, a very quick inning for both sides. U with 11 pitches, Franklin with only 7. Need a sports fix 24/7, whether live or archived? You can get it on JockJive.com. We have multiple channels with multiple sporting events and shows from practically every level of competition. There's the ACCC, the GCAA, Georgia Military Channel, DYB, Dixie Baseball, Georgia Highland Softball channels, and so much more. JockJive.com for those with an insatiable sports appetite. Less than 2 hours from here to the south, Marianna, Florida is hosting the Florida AAA and Ozone State Tournaments. Of course, they were a little delayed, too, with the weather. This is my 9th straight day with JockJive as I started in Lakeland, Florida for the Florida T-Ball State Tournament, where the 4-day tournament had rain delays in 6 straight days. Mother Nature did not intervene on Friday or Saturday here, but we had the 3-hour delay here, so that's 7 in a 9-day period. Hopefully that'll be the end of it. As Ethan Booker will step to the plate for Hueytown, followed by Baker Davis, Colton Hudgens in a scoreless tie. Winner plays tomorrow, loser checks out of the hotel tomorrow. Pitch from U is swung on, popped up on the infield. Second base going out, center field coming in, and the center fielder, he drops it. I believe that'll be E8. As Booker with the leadoff base runner. As Baker Davis to the plate. A long run for Burns out there in center. Probably caused Kirkland to drop the ball as he was feeling footsteps coming at him. As the number 5 batter, Baker Davis, will bat. First pitch to him is upstairs for a ball. Again, in the majors, the championship game going on right now just got started with Headland and Dadeville. Dadeville will have to beat Headland twice as time is called. Wondering if it's maybe a lost contact. Not sure of the story here, but Davis, the home plate umpire, and all the Hueytown coaches check on him, and I guess he'll be all right. Hueytown with the all whites with the purple letters and numbers, purple stripe down the side, and the purple high top socks. Would imagine Hueytown High School has similar colors. The pitch is a strike called. Now 1-1. U has the sign, and he brings home the 1-1. Swung on. Right fielder has a beat on it. Our third baseman will make the catch. That's Seth Graham. As Colton Hudgens to the plate. Hudgins. He's the second baseman. Still no score here in the early going in the top of the second. Appreciate everybody tuning in on this Sunday evening. The pitch, low and away. Gets away from the catcher, and that's going to be a wild pitch as Booker takes second. So an error and now a wild pitch has Hueytown in scoring position. As U fires home, and it is swung on and missed. That'll even things at ball and a strike. The pitch from U swung on, and cue ball shot to the right side. It'll be a ball and 2 strikes. You see the text shot outline, 850-380-7267. You want to text a shout out to your favorite player or team. Getting the runner at second is Ethan Booker. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Actually, that is a strikeout. The second strikeout for Dylan Yu will bring Jay Fuller, the center fielder, to the plate, batting from the left side. As Devin Ford waiting on deck. Not sure what the holdup here is, but we're going to bring the coaches out. We have Jay Fuller batting number 20, so I don't think that's the issue. Maybe there's a discussion on where the on-deck batter should be. But if he's a left-handed batter, you'd figure he'd be behind the batter instead of in front of him. And then whatever it is, the meeting breaks up and we'll get back to action. Yeah, number 20 is Jay Fuller, looking to drive in the game's first run. 2 down here in the top of the second. Still no score. Pitch from Yu is a strike on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. In the winner, we'll get the loser of our winner's bracket final coming up later tonight with Fairhope and Troy. The 0-1 swung on and foul tipped at the plate. That'll make it 0-2. And it is Graham, Boutwell, Burns, Mond in the infield. Clark, Kirkland, Thornton in the outfield. Pruitt behind the plate. Dylan Yu on the mound. They look to get out of this jam here in the second. The 0-2 is off the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. And we had about a 3-hour delay before action started today. And we have 1 game here on field 4. Game 1 will have 2 tonight. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and foul tipped. So he'll have another 1-2 pitch. Devin Ford hoping to bat this inning. He waits on deck. And if you've watched any of our coverage this week, you'll notice there is not a lot of real estate in foul territory as far as a wild pitch. I'd say about 20 feet or so. But you'd need a ball to carry him one way or the other to advance a base. Foul territory. The first baseman will put the squeeze on it. That is Gavin Mond for out number 3. So they work around the air and the wild pitch.
24.
So another quick inning for Dylan Yu, who's got 24 pitches through an inning and a half. We will go to the bottom of the second when we get back. Enterprise batting in a scoreless tie. You want your very own copy of a DVD of any game we broadcast during this year's ALDYB AAA State Tournament? You can simply email info@jockjive.com and we will get the process started. DVDs are only $10 per game plus shipping and handling. Again, that is info, I-N-F-O, @jockjive.com. Did you see a foul ball come flying from our other AAA game? Again, that is South Bibb and Alexandria. Where the visitors from South Bibb lead 1-0 early. No score here. Again, the South Bibb Alexandria winner will get the loser of the Fairhope Troy game. Enterprise Hueytown winner will get the winner of that winner's bracket game. So I may have told you that wrong earlier. The winner of the winner's bracket final will take on the winner of this one. The loser of the game going on to our left. As Seth Graham, who has a home run in this tournament,
27, Seth Graham.
will step in here against Gavin Franklin. The pitch is a ball outside. Of course, the winner of the AAA State Tournament, as well as the traditional majors, which is going on right now to our left. That's swung on and fouled out of play to the right. They will advance to the World Series 2 weeks from Saturday. I believe that date is August the 5th in Oxford, Alabama. Yours truly will be there, along with Chuck Sebastian, bringing you the other AAA game, and 4 others. Action will start that afternoon, I believe, at 3. That ball is ripped past the third baseman in the left for a base hit, as Vaughn stuck the paw out there but just couldn't reach it. So the leadoff single for Seth Graham. As Dylan Yu, spelled Y-O-O, through the plate. I want to give a shout out to the man here in Troy, Dan Smith, longtime park director. He said the word pizza a minute ago. That's one of the magic words. Little behind-the-scenes action. When you're working these games, there isn't a whole lot of time to eat and drink unless you have a 3-hour rain delay. You have plenty of time to do it then. The 0-1 is outside. I believe it's a ball and a strike. Met Dan, I believe it was 3 years ago, across the street. Fields 5 through 8. We had the Ozone State Tournament, I believe, in 2014. The 1-1 is low. Not sure if you picked it up on your audio before the invocation in the prayer. Dan gave a big shout out, and I'll do it too, to the grounds crew here at Troy who turned these fields into playable conditions. Ground ball to the third baseman, to second for 1, over to first. It's a double play. That'll go 5-4-3. That is Vaughn to Hudgens to Hollingsworth on the twin killing.
Now it's about number 22.
As Connor Cruitt, the catcher, will now bat. It's interesting. You see the Dixie Youth flags. The one in left center looks like it's blowing straight in. Now the other one's starting to blow that way too. And that one will find its way up the middle for a 2-out single. How big is that double play right now? As Cade Kirkland, the center fielder, to the plate.
Now it's about number 3.
Apparently this field here, field number 4, drains a little better than 2, which is where this game was supposed to be played. So the grounds crew turned their attention over here to get this one ready. Not sure which field will be on tomorrow morning. That'll be determined. The pitch. That's outside. Ball and no strikes. JockJive was supposed to be in Andalusia this weekend for the Alabama Ozone, but because of internet issues, not adequate internet, we were unable to bring you that action. Ball on a strike. Kirkland is the center fielder for Enterprise. And he'll face the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and going to be fouled out of play to the right. Makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Again, programming note, no heat breaks today. Of course, we had a 3-hour break before we got started. Pretty solid rainstorm, but again, these fields drained fairly well. I'd say around 4:45 it stopped, and then the maintenance began. That one's going to be outside for a ball, now 2-2. Again, the host team, Troy, will take on Fairhope over on Field 1 later tonight. Ripped through the right side. That's going to be a base hit as the ball quickly comes into second. So 2 runners on here with 2 outs. As Enterprise looking to conjure up some 2-out magic here with number 42, Maddox Dowling, who hit a grand slam behind us on Field 2 earlier in this tournament. Dowling has a home run, as well as Graham, and I believe Boutwell as well. Pitch from Franklin, taking all the way. That'll be a strike. So the boys in navy blue can sure swing the bat. The 0-1 is up and away. That'll even it a ball and a strike. Maddox spelled M-A-T-T-O-X, not D-D-O-X. And the 1-1 to him. Big swing and a miss. Went up in the zone for that one. as Walter Clark hopes to bat this inning. Dowling's 1-2 is low. That'll even things at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And we're in the bottom of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out in inning number 2. The pitch. Swung on, hit high to left field. A left fielder drifting over to his right, and he'll put it away for out number 3. That is Jonah Winston. So Enterprise leaves a pair.
Gavin Franklin's at 25 pitches, 25.
So Gavin Franklin with 25 pitches through 2. We're a third of the way home here in this elimination game, and still no score with Hueytown and Enterprise. It may come as a surprise to you how affordable it is to have JockJive Sports provide coverage of your sporting event or sports team with quality streaming, offering a national and international platform to show off your school or sport. We produce everything from youth sports to the NCAA Division I, literally from every part of this country. Large productions are small, tiny venues are huge. We can and have done them all. To put JockJive Sports to work for you, email info@jockjive.com. Back to action here. We're Enterprise American with a couple of changes. Micah Parker now in left for Walter Clark, and number 42, Maddox Dowling, in right for Grayson Thornton. So it's Parker, Kirkland, and Dowling now in the outfield for Enterprise. Hueytown will be sending up batters 8, 9, and 10 here in Ford, Hollingsworth, and England. Checking those other scores. South Bibb with the 1-0 lead on Alexandria. And Headland, who put up about 32 runs yesterday, trailing 1-0 here in the championship to Dadeville. That's in the second inning. Bobby Fleming, new member of our team, bringing the action over there.
Number 8, Devin Ford.
If there is an if game over on that field, I'll jump over and bring it to you over on, I believe that is field 3. As Devin Ford, number 8, to the plate. And the first pitch he sees, he swings and pokes one past the diving second baseman for a base hit. Great effort there by Burns, diving to his left. Just needed to be about 8 inches taller. As Max Hollingsworth to the plate.
Number 9, Max Hollingsworth.
In no score here in the top of the third in this elimination game. You still on the mound. Both pitchers still in the mid-20s on their pitches, so being very efficient so far. That's ball 1. In the winner of this one, we'll get the winner of the Fairhope Troy game, the winner of the South Bibb Alexandria game, the loser of that one. That is swung into left center. That's trouble, and that will be off the base of the wall. Runner going first to third, and he'll be standing there. The very, very long single for Max Hollingsworth. Missed a home run by about 3 feet, I'd say. So for the second inning in a row, actually, all 3 innings, Hueytown has put the leadoff man on. They have obviously yet to score as Ethan England to the plate, number 36. As you can see, there's the temporary fence out there on this field. The pitch is swung on and fouled to the left side. Field 2, I believe, is a regulation-style field, no temporary fence, but this one I would imagine is probably looks like a Dixie Boys field. Looks like maybe a 300-foot fence all the way around. That's the temporary fence that you see. Use 0-1 to England is a strike. So he drops the Uncle Charlie in there. Brody Black waiting on deck for Hueytown as the boys in white look to jump out in front here. The pitch. Swung on, hit the center field. The center field charging. It falls in front of him. The throw coming into second, but nobody's on the base. It'll be a single and an RBI for Ethan England as the boys from Hueytown take the early lead now. It's 1-0.
Welcome back, number 2, Brody Black.
As Brody Black, the right fielder, to the plate. Couple shout-outs. One says, go Enterprise, go Seth, and go Maddox. Sorry I didn't miss that earlier. That one is swatted into center field, and that will drop for a hit. As they will hold the lead runner at third, Hollingsworth. Bases full of Hueytown batters. Is now Hollingsworth at third, England at second, Black at first for the number 12 batter, Sam Vaughn. And with that, I believe this is manager Chad Boutwell is going to have a quick conversation with his infield. Again, after today's game is over, you can watch the action again and again on JockJive.com. Go to the same spot you watch the live coverage and watch the archives. Or if you want a copy of a DVD of any game of the Alabama DYB AAA state tournament, you can email info@jockjive.com and we will get the process started. Owner of the company, Robert Williamson, will get up with you. I believe Robert is in Mariana this weekend with the AAA and Ozone state tournaments in Florida. As the number 12 man, Sam Vaughn, to the plate. As we see the corner infielders in a step or two from their base. Looks like they're going to come home with it. Looks like the middle ones will try to turn two. Pitch to Vaughn. Swung on and fouled out of play to the right. Hueytown had the leadoff man on in the first before a double play. Leadoff man on in the second after an error and a wild pitch, but then the next three retired. 4 straight have reached here, and 1 in already for Hueytown, who's looking to put up the crooked number here. Ground ball to the right side, and that gets through for a hit. 1 is going to score. They will hold the runner at third. So station to station here. It's now 2-0. As the seeing eye single past the diving
14,
Reed Burns, as Vaughn gets the RBI. Again, this is the bottom half of the lineup getting it done for Hueytown as we go to the back of the top, to the top with Jonah Winston. He walked his first time and then was forced out at second. The pitch is low. Guesstimating there's got to be about 14 years of age difference between Jonah and older brother Jameis. The 1-0 is a strike called. But not wearing older brother's number. I think older brother wore number 3 when he was at FSU, I think. The 1-1 is up and away for ball 2. In corner infielders in. First baseman, Mond playing way off his bag. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball. That's into right center. That'll score 1. They will send the runner from second in. And there will not be a play. A 2-run single for Jonah Winston. Hueytown now leads 4-0. As 6 in a row have reached base here in the top of the third. And I believe that will be it for Dylan Yu as Boutwell heading to the mound again. And they do take the ball from him, so we'll have some changes. As looks like the third baseman, Graham, will go in to pitch. Not sure if you will go into third or we'll have a new third baseman. Looks like 24, Remington Kennedy coming in. will be the final defensive sub for Enterprise, and it looks like he is going in. And it looks like number 11 coming back in. Not sure if he'll go in at first or not, but we'll wait to see the warm-up pitches from Seth Graham. So it looks like number 8 is Caden Boutwell. He is now out. Looks like 33 Mond will go in at short. 24 Kennedy, I believe, will be at third. And you will be at first. So I believe the infield now will read Kennedy, Mond, Burns, and you from left to right. It looked like Boutwell will now head into center for Cade Kirkland. So Reed, Burns, and Cruitt, the second baseman and the catcher, the only one still in from the start of the game.
Number 4, Gavin Franklin.
As Gavin Franklin to the plate, looking to add to his own cause here. The pitch swung on, ground ball. First baseman has it. He'll go 3 unassisted. And that's all he'll get. Out number 1. As a foul ball, hits right in front of us, as you may have seen and heard, as Vaughn is now at third and Jonah Winston at second. Pardon me, it's Caleb Johnson at the plate. Hit into the 6-3 double play to end the first inning. He is the 8th batter of the inning. And the pitch from Graham is inside as it almost hit him. 1-0. So you can see the shadows being cast from the sun to our right. Pitch from Graham is upstairs. It's now 2-0. The first 6 batters in this inning have reached. 4 have scored. 2 still on base. It is Sam Vaughn at third and Jonah Winston at second. The pitch to Johnson way outside. Now it's 3-0. If I'm a betting man, I'm saying Caleb Johnson is taking this pitch and maybe the next one. If there is a next one. Graham's 3-0 is low, and the base is loaded again. As Ethan Bucher, B-U-C-H-E-R, to the plate, reached on an error his first time. And we'll stay on to show you the post-game festivities. The eliminated team will get their medallions, as well as any home run balls that are awarded. The pitch is low for ball 1. There's nowhere to put him. It is Sam Vaughn at third, Jonah Winston at second, and Caleb Johnson at first. The first 2 singled, the last one walked. Graham's 1-0. Swung on, hit to right field. This is trouble. That's going to fall. That's going to score at least 1 and most likely 2. Runner headed to third, and they'll put the brakes on him there. A 2-run double for Ethan Bucher. It's now 6-0 Hueytown. Hueytown is hitting them where they ain't, as Yogi Berra once said. Vaughn scoring, Winston scoring. Johnson going first to third, and here comes Baker Davis, the number 10 batter in the lineup. Or the 10th batter this inning, rather. He's the number 5 batter. The pitch swung on, ground ball. The shortstop has it. He will fire to first in time for the out. That'll go 6-3, but another run scores. As Johnson will now make it 7-0. The number 11 batter in the inning is number 11, Colton Hudgens. He struck out swinging his first time. The pitch from Graham swung on and fouled out of play. Still a lot of ball left, but Hueytown threatening to end this game early in the fourth. Again, it is a 10-run rule after 4. But Enterprise obviously has 2 more bats before that happens. The 0-1 from Graham. Ground ball. He has it. He will actually look the runner back, then throw to first. That was out number 3, so they'll go 1-3. But Hueytown sends 11 to the plate and scores 7 times. We've played 2.5. We will go to the bottom of the third. Enterprise with a lot of work to do. They come to the plate trailing 7-0.
Seth Graham is at 10 pitches. 10 pitches.
Again, coming up later in July on JockJive.com, more Florida and AL DYB, Dixie Youth Events, and Dixie Baseball State Tournaments, and World Series, and so much more. Plus this fall, SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball, Tuskegee football, Georgia Military College football, Great American Rivalries, high school football, the ACCC Game of the Week, and more. A litany of reasons you need to come back to JockJive.com often. Enterprise will be sending up 9, 10, 11 in Clark, Kennedy, and Thornton. Change here for Hueytown. Number 8 is Devin Ford. He's now in right for Brody Black. Which means I think Ethan England still needs to get in the game for Hueytown. Again, Walter Clark, Remington Kennedy, Grayson Thornton for Team Enterprise. That's batters 9, 10, and 11. And Gavin Franklin with a pretty good pitch count, 25-2. Imagine they're going to try to keep him under 40. The pitch is a strike called to Walter Clark. Of course, they need to win this one for that to matter, but they're comfortably out in front here early. The pitch, squaring around a bunt, pulling back. It's low and away, ball 1. Clark started in left for Enterprise. Franklin's 1-1 is going to miss outside. 2-1. Dadeville now up 2-0 on Headland. If that score holds, I'll be over there for the if game for the majors. Headland can win the title with a win now. The 2-1 is missing outside. Now 3-1. Again, Enterprise had 2 runners stranded in the second inning. Looking to get the leadoff man on, and they do with the walk. As the ball missing high. Leadoff walk to Clark will bring Remington Kennedy to the plate.
Now with about number 24, Remington Kennedy.
Kennedy now in at third for Enterprise. Pitch is low for ball 1. Time called. I believe we have a ball on the field from next door. Again, a 7-run third for Hueytown. The pitch is a ball, and all of a sudden, Franklin with a little trouble finding the strike zone. And just like that, I believe this is Hueytown manager Kevin Hudgens going to have a quick chat with him as the infield comes in. Again, we remind you to like us on JockJive, follow us on Twitter. Keep updated on all the scores here, as well as in Mariana for the Florida AAA and Ozone State tournaments, which are going on. They started yesterday. Less than 48 hours after our what was supposed to be a 4-day T-ball tournament was a 6-day, thanks to Mother Nature and her wreaking havoc on us in Lakeland. The pitch is a strike called. So the pep talk must have worked. They need a ground ball, double play to get out of this little jam. That one is low and away for ball 3. As Franklin's pitch count creeps closer and closer to 40. The 3-1 swung on, fouled out of play to our right off the roof. That'll load the count at 3-2. Again, the winner of this one will get the winner of the game coming up next with Fairhope and Troy. The pitch is low and another walk. As Hueytown is cracking the door open for Enterprise here. Still nobody out for Grayson Thornton. He is the starting right fielder. The pitch up and in for ball 1.
Now to bat number 18, Grayson Thornton.
As Franklin most likely going to break that 40 pitch mark here in the third. If they keep him in there, that's going to be a strike. In all of the Hueytown players eligible to pitch tonight, not the case for Enterprise. The pitch swung on, ground ball. The second baseman has it. He is only plays to first. They'll have it 4-3, but he does advance the runners a base. As Hudgens to Hollingsworth for that one, going 4-3. Clark takes third on the play, and Remington Kennedy to second. Micah Parker now at the plate. He is the starting left fielder, or now he's in left field. And I believe that's going to be it for Franklin. I guess they kept him under 40. 39. So that makes Franklin eligible to pitch tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow. And we'll watch to see who goes in. I believe it's Hollingsworth, but I'm not sure. Actually, it is number 17, Baker Davis, who was scheduled to be the starter, but they changed it right before the game. Not sure if Franklin is sitting or going back in to play another position or not. Nope, he's still in there. He's got a big smile on his face as his teammates are trying to keep him pumped up down there. So just a pitcher change here for Baker Davis. As Franklin pitches 39, he's eligible to pitch tomorrow should there be one. Enterprise hoping there is no tomorrow for them, as they have their two leadoff men on, Clark at third, Remington Kennedy at second, both on bases on ball. As we look around, as Dadeville now leads 3-0 on Headland, the undefeated team, which Dadeville hoping there is an if game. Game to our left is still 1-0 at the moment. South Bibb leading, but Alexandria has the bases loaded. Chuck Sebastian bringing the action over there on field number 1. He will bring you the championship, which could be 5 o'clock tomorrow or 10 a.m. on Tuesday. As Micah Parker to the plate, looking to put Enterprise on the board. The pitch is low. Oh, now they call it a strike. Late call there. Parker, the number 12 batter, with Gavin Mond waiting on deck. The pitch, big swing and a miss. Now 0-2. Cannot recall if Mond has a home run or not in this tournament, but several of these Enterprise batters do. The 0-2 missing outside. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Looks like we have some shout-outs to get to here. Says, go Colton number 11. Love Mimi and Mimi Rebecca from Hueytown. That is fouled to the right side. Shout out to Jacob O'Brien and Fairhope up wrong field. Fairhope's not even playing right now. Again, just a reminder, folks, to keep tabs on the text line. If you're playing on a different field, it's obviously a different number. The 1-2 headed home is way upstairs. That'll even things at 2-2. The 2-2 headed home. It is swung on and missed for the strikeout. So 2 down here in the third. Enterprise in danger of stranding 2 for the second inning in a row. It'll be up to Gavin Mond to change that. Mond started at first. He's now at third. He flew out to center his first time. The pitch from Davis is a strike on the inside corner. The 0-1 missing up and away. That'll leave it at a ball and a strike. Ball gets away from the pitcher briefly, but shortstop backing it up. Booker. Reed Burns hoping to bat. He waits on deck. Hueytown with a 7-run third. That's the difference, but Enterprise looking to cut into it here with a hit. The pitch is swung on and fouled off the netting to the right side. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. And Enterprise had 3 base runners in the second, failed to score. 2 leadoff walks in this inning. And then a ground out and a strikeout. As Baker Davis looking to get out of this unscathed for Team Hueytown. The 1-2 to Gavin Mond is up over his head. That'll even things at 2-2. Again, it is Walter Clark at third, Remington Kennedy at second, both reaching on walks. The pitch inside as it almost hit him. Count is full. The pitch swung on, fouled out of play to the right. So we'd like to give a shout out to my nephew Reed Burns and the Enterprise team from Donnie and Dale Burns in Athens, Georgia. Home to the University of Georgia, as well as REM and Driving and Crying, I believe, as time is called. As Mon steps back in. Baker Davis's payoff pitch headed home. It is outside for ball 4. Enterprise has them loaded.
Now stepping to plate number 2, Reed Burns.
And they've done all this without a base hit. Clark, Kennedy, and now Mond all drawing free passes as the second baseman Reed Burns to the plate. He grounded out to 4-3 his first time up. Big at bat here for Enterprise. And the pitch to Reed Burns. Swung on and hit to left field. Winston underneath. He puts the squeeze on it for out number 3. Enterprise leaves them loaded. They have left 5 on in the last 2 innings. And we are halfway home here in this elimination game as Team Hueytown comes to bat looking to add to a 7-0 lead. Again, do you need your sports fix 24/7, whether live or archived? You can get it on JockJive.com. We have multiple channels with multiple sporting events and shows from practically every level of competition. There's the ACCC, the GCAA, Georgia Military Channel, DYB, Dixie Baseball, Georgia Highland Softball Channel, and so much more. JockJive.com for those with an insatiable sports appetite. Again, Robert Williamson, I believe, will be in Washington State. The 16, 17, 18-year-old Babe Ruth World Series will be going on at the same time as the Dixie Youth World Series, which myself, Chuck Sebastian, and 4 others will be at in 20 days. I believe the date is August the 5th in Ozark, Oxford, Alabama. Getting my O's messed up. Hueytown, who sent 11 to the plate last inning, will send up Fuller, Ford, and Hollingsworth. That's batters 7, 8, and 9. Said he gave it a shot. Good job, Reed. The shout out reads. In Burns and Pruitt at second and catching, the only two that have been there the entire time, as everybody else has been subbed at least once. As Fuller tried to check his swing, but could not as he swung at a ball up at eye level. It's now 0-1. Again, we'll stay on to show you the elimination ceremony for whoever the unfortunate team will be. We'll have that after the game, of course. The 0-1. Swung on and hit to the left side, but that'll get out of play. Very nice medallions. I got to check one out. Nice big medal. It's got the DYB logo inside. And if you're wondering where your Dixie Youth dues go, that's where a lot of it goes. Goes right back into the players, making sure they remember the fun times they had here in Troy. The 0-2 pitch is swung on off the handle of the bat and goes straight back. And we will have another 0-2 pitch. Definition of torture: broadcasting while there is pizza in the press box. As Graham looks in, looking to retire Jay Fuller here, the 0-2 pitch is low and away for ball one. The leadoff batter for Hueytown has been on in every inning today. The 1-2 to Fuller headed home is swung on, ground ball. The Burns has it at second, over to first in time. That'll go 4-3 for out number one. Devin Ford to the plate. He singled to lead off that 7-run inning.
Up to bat, number 8, Devin Ford.
Says, go Sam Vaughn and Hueytown. Love your family in, where else? Hueytown, from the 205 area code. Pitch to Ford is low and inside for ball one. Quick scan around. It looks like Dadeville still on top, 3-0 in the fourth. So possibility existing of the if game in the Majors Championship. As South Bibb leading 1-0 in the fifth, as Alexandria could not score when they had those bases loaded moments ago. That's fouled straight back. Again, the winner of this one will get the winner of the next game over on Field 1, Fairhope and Troy. The Fairhope-Troy loser will get the South Bibb Alexandria winner. We started with 16. We're down to 6 for now. The 1-1 swung on and fouled out of play to the right as people scatter down there. Now a ball and 2 strikes. We started with 16. We got down to 12 after Friday, 8 after Saturday. And we will be down to 4 when we leave the Troy Sportsplex later tonight. The 1-2 checks his swing. It is low and away. That'll even things at 2-2. Again, Devin Ford had the leadoff single that opened the floodgates for a 7-run third inning. The 2-2 to Ford is swung on, fouled out of play again as he battles and battles and battles. And another 2-2 pitch to Devin Ford. Headed home from Graham is, did it hit him? It almost hit him. He ducked out of the way. Count now full. If you're Enterprise, you need to be careful not to give up any runs here, as Hueytown is 3 runs and 3 outs away from a mercy rule win here in this elimination game. The 3-2 pitch from Graham is low for ball 4, so Ford wins the lengthy battle. He draws the walk. That'll bring Max Hollingsworth, who hit a very long single his first time up, missing a home run by just a few feet. Pitch from Graham is a strike. And another late call there. The pitch from Graham is low and away. Now a ball and a strike. Getting the runner at first, Devin Ford, to pitch low and away. Now 2-1. The pitch, low and inside, and it's now 3-1. Ethan England had an RBI single his first time up. He waits on deck. The pitch is ball 4. Ford takes second. The 8 through 12 batters for Hueytown, a perfect 5 for 5 with 2 walks. Can't beat that on base percentage, as I believe this is manager Chad Boutwell coming in to have a quick discussion, as Graham racking up the pitches here in this 4th inning. Again, Hueytown is 1 big fly and 3 outs away from advancing. Enterprise needs a ground ball, preferably to either short or second right about now. It is Ethan England had an RBI single in the 7-run 4th, which is the difference, or 7-run 3rd rather. That is a strike called. Again, it is Devin Ford at second and Max Hollingsworth at first. The pitch from Graham is outside. That'll even it at a ball and a strike. Again, your runners, Devin Ford at second and Max Hollingsworth at first, both of them reaching on bases on balls. The pitch swung on and hit to right field. A right fielder drifting over. It will 2-hop the fence. 1 run is going to score. Runner headed to third, and he will be stopped there, Hollingsworth. So a deep double to right by Ethan England. He has 2 hits and now 2 RBIs. As Team Hueytown adds to its lead, it's now 8-0.
Now stepping up plate number 2, Brody Black.
Brody Black has a single and a run scored. Black had a single and scored in that 7-run 3rd, where Team Hueytown put the first 6 batters on base, and they all came in to score. The pitch, swing and a miss. Black way out in front there, 0-1. Again, as we've mentioned numerous times, the winner of this tournament, as well as the traditional majors tournament, in 20 days will be in Oxford, Alabama for the DYB World Series, and JockJive will be there too. Myself, Chuck Sebastian, and 4 others. The 0-1 is up for a ball. Now we're even at 1-1. Again, the runner at third is Hollingsworth. The runner at second is England. The pitch to Black is swung on, poked. It will fall in front of the left fielder for a hit. One run will score as the throw comes in quickly. Gets away from the third baseman. That's going to allow the lead man, the trail man, to take second on the E7. RBI for Black makes it 9-0.
Now stepping to the plate, number 44 is Sam Vaughn.
As the Mercy Rule specter looms larger and larger. The number 12 batter, Sam Vaughn, had an RBI single his first time up. Certainly one of the more unique stats you'll ever see. Batters 8 through 12, a combined 7 for 7 with 2 walks. That's not shabby at all. As the bottom half of the lineup, keying another rally here. The pitch swung on and missed by Vaughn. Now we're even at a ball and a strike. So we've passed the 7 o'clock hour here in Troy. That is fouled off by Vaughn. Now 1-2. Again, we were 3 hours late starting today because Mother Nature decided to interrupt us. But she has gone through and we're back to baseball. Graham's 1-2, missing upstairs with a curveball. That'll even things at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Hueytown a base hit and 3 outs away from making it to the Final Four here at the Alabama AAA State Tournament. Graham's 2-2. Swung on and missed. Tipped and held on to by the catcher. Pruitt, 2 down.
Now looking at number 14, Jonah Winston.
As Jonah Winston's been on base twice, he walked in the first, was part of a double play, and then hit a 2-run single in the third. The pitch, taking all the way, that's a strike. As the younger brother of Jameis could put the Mercy Rule on the board here. Granted, they got to get the 3 outs in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-1 to Winston. Big swing and a miss. Fouls one straight back. It's now 0-2. Like I said, I'm drawing a blank. I believe Jameis wore number 3 at Florida State. I should know that since he ran all over my Gators the couple years he was there. Florida defense got a real good look at that number 3 from behind. The 0-2 to the younger Winston. Jonah is off the plate. Must have just missed the outside black. It's 1-2. As Gavin Franklin hopes to bat this inning, he is 0 for 2. The 1-2 to Franklin is swung on, popped, and caught by the third baseman for out number 3. So Hueytown leaves 2 on, but they add 2 more. As we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Enterprise will be coming to bat as they trail 9-0 here in this elimination game here on JockJive.com.
Seth Graham is at 42 pitches, 42.
back here where Enterprise looking up at a 9-0 deficit here. As Baker Davis will go back for his second inning of work.
Now up to bat, number 8, Caden Bowell.
It'll be Burns, Boutwell, and Graham for Enterprise as Burns takes ball 1. Getting 7 in the third, 2 more in the fourth. Hueytown way out in front here. It is 9-0 here in this elimination game. And that one misses off the plate. Looking to our right, looks like Headland is tied it at 3 in the championship of the Majors division. Headland looking to go unbeaten and punch their ticket to Oxford. The 2-0 swung on, hit a mile high to the right side. The second baseman under it and will put the squeeze on it. Colton Hudgens for out number 1. As one second baseman flies out to the other. As number 8, Caden Boutwell to the plate. Actually, my mistake. That was Boutwell making the first out. This is Seth Graham. And that one misses up and away for a ball. 9-0 our score. Hueytown with the 7-run third. Big difference in this one. The pitch is a ball. Again, I believe it is still 1-0 South Bib to our left. Chuck Sebastian with a pitcher's duel of sorts. That one is fouled straight back. I believe that's one of the Park and Rec workers went ducking out of the way, forgot there was a fence there. Count now 2-1. As Baker Davis fires to the plate and he hits the outside corner, it's now 2-2. Seth Graham with a single his first time up was part of a 5-4-3 double play. And the 2-2 is strike 3 called as Graham kind of throws his hands up. Not agreeing with that call, but unfortunately he will sit with 2 outs. It is Dylan Yu to the plate. He hit the 5-4-3 in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1. The pitch to Dylan Yu is a ball. Again, the winner of our nightcap today, Fairhope and Troy, gets the winner of this one. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Fairhope and Troy, the 2 lone undefeateds in this 16-team tournament, which at the moment still has 6 in it. The pitch is low. Of course, with these 2 elimination games, we'll be down to the final 4 tomorrow. We will have 2 games tomorrow. Actually 3, 2 games at 10 a.m. and then the championship game at 5. The pitch swung on, ground ball foul to the left side. That'll even things here at 2-2. In our game lagging behind just a tad, large part because of Hueytown doing all the scoring. Our game is in the 4th, the other 2 in the 5th. The 2-2 pitch swung on and hit well to center. The center fielder under it, though. He'll put it away. That is Fuller. And that's 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 4th.
Davis is at 27.
4 in a row retired by Hueytown. As Hueytown again will look to possibly end this game early. They need 1 and then 3 outs. And this is an elimination game in the 2017 Alabama AAA State Tournament. It is all Hueytown at the moment, 9-0 here on JockJive. as we will resume play here in the top of the 5th. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer, and we need your help to get there. When you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will be batters 2, 3, and 4 here for Team Hueytown. Gavin Franklin, Caleb Johnson, Ethan Bucher. Looking to add on to a 9-0 lead. Again, the run rule is 10 after 4, so Hueytown needs 1 and to hold Enterprise in the 5th. Again, Franklin is 0 for 2. He struck out in the first, grounded out to first in the third, looking for his first base hit. As Graham back for, I believe, his 3rd inning of work. Pitch from Graham is swung on, poked into shallow right. The right fielder over, and he'll put the squeeze on it. I believe that's Grayson Thornton back in the game for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now, stepping to the plate, number 12,
Caleb Johnson with a ground out to short and a walk and a run scored. Said, so proud of Hueytown and my little brother, Coach Kevin Hudgens. Go get him from McCalla, MC Big C-A-L-L-A. Not sure if that's a person or a city. That's upstairs for a ball. As Ethan Bucher waits on deck, he's been on base twice. The 1-0 pitch is upstairs for a ball. Again, as we mentioned before, we'll stay on to show you the post-game ceremonies of the eliminated team, and if there's any home run balls, that young man will get the ball back after it's autographed and put in a plastic case by DYB officials. The 2-0 is swung on and hit to center field. Center field coming in, and the sliding. No, he dropped it. He had it, and then he dropped it. I believe that's Boutwell. When he went to ground, the ball squirted out. We're going to call that an infield hit. Sure can't give him an E on that. Maybe unless you're in the major leagues. 52 is Ethan Bucher, B-U-C-H-E-R. He reached on an error in the second and then doubled in the third. So Johnson could provide to be the mercy rule run. Granted, they shut down Enterprise in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch, ground ball to, underneath the glove of the second baseman, or the shortstop. Long run there for Mond, but couldn't get to it, so back-to-back singles by Johnson and Bucher for Baker Davis. Davis is 0 for 2.
Number 17, Baker Davis.
Popped out the third, grounded out to short in the third that drove in a run. Again, a 7-run third inning, the difference in this one. Hueytown then added a pair in the 4th. The pitch, missing up and in for a ball. Still 3-3 to our right with Headland and Dadeville in the championship of the majors. Dadeville hoping to force the if game. The 1-0. Up and away for ball 2. Of course, Headland looking to punch their ticket to Oxford with a win over there. Our new colleague, Bobby Fleming, bringing you the action over there. Here we have a 2-0 count on Baker Davis. And the pitch is low and away for ball 3. Graham might be tiring a little bit here. He has thrown a lot of pitches since going in the third. If he's not at 40, he's awfully close. 3-0 to Davis. He's taking all the way, and it hits the outside corner. It's now 3-1. Any tennis fans out there, in case you hadn't heard, Roger Federer won Wimbledon title number 8 today. 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. I think the discussion for the greatest of all time can now start. Guy is 36 and just won his, it's now a record, 8 Wimbledon titles. The 3-2 pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. I believe he's currently ranked number 2 in the world. Kind of jealous. A couple folks on my Facebook feed were vacationing over there. Got to see some Wimbledon. The 3-2 pitch is upstairs for a ball. Hueytown now has them loaded. As the mercy rule specter looms large, I believe Dadeville over there is taking the 5-3 lead in the 5th. Looking to force the if. Here, Colton Hudgens looking to push across that 10th run. The pitch swung on, and I believe foul tipped at the plate. It'll be 0-1. Again, 9-0 our score here is Hueytown. Needs to push one run across and then hold Enterprise to end it here in the 5th. The pitch swung on, swung at a ball over his head. Fouls it back. It's now 0-2. As Jay Fuller waits on deck. Hudgens struck out in the 2nd, grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd to end that 7-run 3rd, which is the difference in the ballgame. The 0-2 to Hudgens is swung on, tipped to the pitcher. He pirouettes, fires home for the 1-2 put out as Johnson is forced out. So the fielder's choice moves Hudgens to 1st, Davis to 2nd, Booker to 3rd.
Number 20, Jay Fuller.
As Jay Fuller to the plate. Fuller popped out to 1st in the 2nd, grounded out to 2nd in the 4th. That one up and away for ball 1. The pitch from Graham swung on, fouled out of play to the left. That'll even things at a ball and a strike. Again, your runners. Booker at 3rd, Davis at 2nd, Hudgens at 1st here for Hueytown. Looking to crack double digits, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that is hit well to the right side, but that's going to get out of play. Foul to the right side. Count now 1-2. South Bibb now on top 2-0 in the 6th as they look to stay alive in the losers bracket. The 1-2 pitch here is low. That'll even things at 2-2. Enterprise looking to stave off the potential mercy rule for the 2nd inning in a row. Again, Booker at 3rd, Davis at 2nd, Hudgens at 1st. Single, walk, and a fielder's choice, respectively. The 2-2 pitch is low for a ball 3. There's nowhere to put him. As Graham gets his sign, the payoff pitch is coming home. It is swung on and missed for strike 3. So for the 2nd inning in a row, Enterprise staves off the potential mercy rule.
Seth Graham has got 63 pitches, 63.
As Hueytown has left 7 runners on here through 4.5. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Enterprise coming to bat trailing 9-0 here in this elimination game of the 2017 Alabama AAA State Tournament here on JockJive.com. Back here at Troy, where Alexandria 1 out away from elimination, but they have runners on. Chuck Sebastian bringing the action with South Bibb and Alexandria. South Bibb with the 2-0 lead. Here, Hueytown way out in front at 9-0. As Enterprise has staved off the potential mercy rule for the second inning in a row, but they got to get to work here. As it would be Connor Cruitt at the plate. Cruitt had a single his first time up. The pitch. Missing inside for a ball. And again, Enterprise has had chances. They left 2 on in the third. They left them loaded, or 2 on in the second and left them loaded in the third. The pitch is a strike called. 1-1 to Cruitt, who's been behind the plate the entire game. Again, we will stay on to show you the elimination ceremony after this one. The pitch, did it hit him? It did. He tried to spin out of the way, but I think it clipped him on the left arm. So Cruitt gets on base the hard way. As Cade Kirkland with a single his first time up will step to the plate. Oh. Says, great job, Kevin Hudgens, #family business. And I believe they're checking on the runner at first. As the catcher, Johnson goes out to talk to Baker Davis. Checking the adjacent field, Alexandria has 2 runners on in scoring position. A hit could tie the game. Here it is, strike 1 to Cade Kirkland. Getting Headland down to its final at bat to our left. Could have an if game in the Majors division. That ball low and away for ball 1. This game ends. My plan is to get over there for the if game. Otherwise, Bobby Fleming may have to bring it home. The 1-1. Upstairs for ball 2. The 2-1. Strike called as the game to our left is over. South Bibb will advance 2-0 over Alexandria. So South Bibb will most likely wait around to watch our next game with Troy and Fairhope. They will get the loser of that game. The winner of this one will get the winner of that one. So at the moment, we are down to 5. The pitch swung on and fouled out of play to the right side. It'll stay 2-2. That's swung on and will fall into left field for a base hit. Throw to second will not be in time. And actually, I've been telling you wrong the whole time, folks. Headland is up 5-3 in the top of the 6th, so they're 3 outs away from a World Series ticket. And here, Team Enterprise with 2 leadoff men on, just like they did in the 3rd inning, but hoping for different results. Maddox Dowling flew out to left his first time up. And I believe that'll be it for Baker Davis, as number 2 is Brody Black. He'll be the new pitcher. He'll be pitcher number 3 for Team Hueytown. Need a sports fix 24/7, whether live or archived. You can get it on JockJive.com. We have multiple channels with multiple sporting events and shows from practically every level of competition. There's the ACCC, the GCAA, Georgia Military Channel, DYB, Dixie Baseball, Georgia Highland Softball channels, and so much more. JockJive.com for those with an insatiable sports appetite. Again, it is Headland 5-3 in the top of the 6th, as they're 3 outs away from the World Series. As you see Brody Black getting his final warm-up tosses. So right now we are down to 5 teams. As the winner of this one will get the Fairhope Troy winner. That'll be coming up here in about 30 minutes. South Bibb will get the loser of the Fairhope Troy game. Again, the host team, Troy, has beaten 3 district champions on their way to the final of the winner's bracket. As the host team proving they belong in this tournament. Again, they did not have to play in district competition. As you host a state tournament, you automatically get a bid. It'll be the left-handed hitting Maddox Dowling, who has homered in this tournament. I believe it was a grand slam a day or 2 ago. He flew out to left his first time. And the first pitch he sees is upstairs for ball 1. Now 1 out to our right with Headland up 5-3 on Dadeville. The pitch taking all the way, and that'll be a strike on the inside corner. Bottom of the half hour here in Troy, Alabama. The pitch swung on and missed. It's now 1-2. And you're watching elimination game action, the 2017 Alabama AAA State Tournament here from Troy, Alabama on JockJive.com. Again, Dowling with the fly out to end the 2nd inning. And the 1-2 pitch he sees is a big curveball that misses up. It is 2-2. From number 2, Brody Black. The pitch to him is strike 3 on the outside corner. As he slams the bat down in disgust. 1 down here in the 1st. In the 5th inning for Walter Clark, who walked his first time up, and he takes a ball low. He walked to lead off the 3rd inning, but Enterprise left him loaded that inning. Pitch to Clark is a strike on the outside corner. That'll leave it at a ball and a strike. The pitch to Clark, missing way outside. Now it's 2-1. And the runner at second is Cruitt. Runner at first is Kirkland. Past the pitcher. Shortstop has it. He'll tag second. Actually, he kind of dove across the bag and tagged the slide. May have gotten some of the bag too, but it'll be a fielder's choice 6 unassisted for out number 2. Cruitt takes 3rd on the play. As the Enterprise manager, I guess he's got the same question that I do. It looked like the shortstop dove over the base to get to the slider, who slid into the base. Kirkland did think he got him, whereas he could have just tagged the base, but I believe that is manager Chad Boutwell, of course, he's doing his due diligence, but he's going to walk off without the result he wants. But there are runners at the corners here for Enterprise. Again, it is Cruitt at third, and now Clark at first for Remington Kennedy. He walked his first time up. Again, Enterprise looking for their first run of the night. They trail 9-0 in large part to a 7-run third inning for Hueytown. The pitch, big swing and a miss there, as they will just let the trail runner Clark take second on the fielder indifference. Again, we'll stay on to show you the elimination ceremony after this one, as Black looking to close the door here. The 0-1 up and in. Actually, I believe the previous pitch was tipped because the runner is now back at first. Clark. As Headland now 1 out away to our right, leading 5-3 in against Dadeville. The 1-1 is swung on. Chopper, third baseman from his knees. He'll fire to second for the out. Nicely done. That is Vaughn from a knee, firing to Hudgens, covering at second for the 5-4 putout. Yeah, nicely done there. As Enterprise leaves 2 more on, they have left 7 on in the previous 4 innings. To the top of the 6th we go. Hueytown will come to the bat, leading 9-0 here on JockJive.com. Back here in Troy, where Graham is getting some warm-up pitches, we were just told that Headland is now an out away from defending their World Series title, as they won it all last year in Laurel, Mississippi. So again, Headland leading 5-3 in the 6th inning, as Team Hueytown will send up Ford Hollingsworth in England. That is batters 8, 9, and 10. Looking to add to a 9-0 lead here in this elimination game. So again, moments ago, it was South Bibb eliminating Alexandria 2-0. So South Bibb will get the loser of the next game over there on Field 1, as Chuck Sebastian will bring you the final of the winners bracket, Fairhope and Troy.
About to lead off the inning, number 8, Devin Ford.
As Devin Ford to the plate. Devin Ford has a hit and a walk. As the lights are on here at the Troy Sportsplex, the pitch is a ball. Batters 8 through 12 are 7 for 8 with 2 walks, and they have scored 7 times. The pitch swung on, popped to the right side. Right fielder coming out. Second base coming over and can't make the catch. Ford heading to second. Whoa, he turns around after going halfway, and he'll be safe. I guess we could call that a bloop single, as Ford now 2 for 2. As the second baseman, Burns, made a long run into shallow right and went to slide, could not make the play. As Max Hollingsworth has a single, walk, and 2 runs scored. The pitch to him is a strike call. The pitch swung on and fouled back. Count now 0-2. The 0-1 to Hollingsworth is outside for ball one. Again, Hollingsworth had the very, very long single, missing a home run by just a few feet. The 1-1 to Hollingsworth, curveball missing up. It is now, I guess it is 2-1. I had 2 strikes. Again, Dadeville looking to extend the game. They have at least a runner on with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. They trail by 2 as Headland looking to repeat as state champs. The 2-1 is a ball that misses outside, now 3-1. The 3-1 is chopped to the third baseman. He has it over to second for 1-0, and it goes into right field. As the throw goes behind the second baseman, as the lead runner will take third on the E5. Runners at the corners with nobody out for Ethan England.
Now stepping to plate, number 36, Ethan England.
England with a single, a double, run scored, and 2 RBIs, 2 for 2. The pitch swung on, fouled out of play to the right. It is 0-1. Headland a strike away to our right as we can hear Bobby Fleming's call. Here we have 0-1 with nobody out. 2 runners on for Hueytown. The 0-1 is outside. That'll even it at 1-1. The pitch missing outside. It's now 2-1. As Dadeville now within 1 at 5-4. Still down to their final out, though. As we have Ethan England here batting. The pitch checks his swing. It is a strike on the outside corner. It's now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased one up in the zone. That'll be out number 1.
He's at 76 pitches here.
That is the 5th strikeout by Enterprise pitching tonight. As we're going to see Boutwell come out again, and it looks like he is summoning his son to come to the mound for Graham, who pitched a 76 pitches. He went the parts of 4 innings as Boutwell will now pitch. And I believe it is over. Headland holds on. Looks like they defend their state title and will get a chance to defend their World Series crown. So congrats to Headland, the 2017 DYB Traditional Majors state champions. So the if game will not be needed. Again, number 8 is Caden Boutwell. He's the 3rd pitcher of the game. And we remind you to like JockJive on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and keep updated with all the scores of our tournament as well as the Florida AAA and Ozone State tournaments in Marianna, Florida. Sorry, just corrected here. That hasn't been Chad Boutwell making all the visits to the mound. That's Warren Dowling. Appreciate the texter telling us that. A lot of these teams will have the last name of the coach in the back, so appreciate that info. Warren Dowling is, I guess, the pitching coach. As number 8, Caden Boutwell getting his final warm-up tosses, which means we'll have a new center fielder. And number 2 is Brody Black. Black has 2 hits, singles in the 3rd and the 4th, with a run scored in the 3rd and an RBI in the 4th. So looks to continue his perfect game as he stands in and takes the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. So again, congrats to Headland, the major state champions, who will punch their ticket to Oxford to defend their World Series crown. The 1-0, missing upstairs. It's now 1-1. Again, your base runners, Devin Ford at 3rd and Max Hollingsworth at 1st. As Hueytown looking to make it double digits here. That one is low and away for ball 2. So we're closing in on the 2-hour mark of our coverage here. Hueytown looking to break double digits for the 3rd time in 4 games. The 2-1 is a strike called. 2-2. As Boutwell has his sign and fires the 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Black can't believe it, but it's a strikeout nonetheless. So back-to-back strikeouts will bring up Sam Vaughn. And apparently Warren Dowling is the manager. That is a ground ball to the 3rd baseman over to 1st in time. That'll go 5-3, so Hueytown leaves 2 on. They have left 9 on, but they have brought 9 in as they are 3 outs away from advancing. Enterprise will bat here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 9-0 here on JockJive.com. And if you want a copy of your very own of a DVD of any game we broadcast in the Alabama AAA or Major State Tournament, you can do so by emailing info@jockjive.com. Costs us only $10 plus shipping and handling. Again, that is info@jockjive.com. Yeah, it is Brody Black looking to close the door here, and Hueytown looks to make it to the Final 4 here, the AAA State Tournament. Our 3 remaining at the moment, the undefeated Fairhope and Troy squads, who will play next, and South Bibb, who just edged Alexandria 2-0. As he left-handed hitting Grayson Thornton to the plate, and he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Thornton grounded out 4-3 his first time up. That was in the 3rd inning. Again, a 7-run 3rd and 2 more in the 4th. Have Hueytown up 9-0. That one missing up and away for ball 1. The 2-0 is swung on, and that will roll all the way to the fence in right center. That's going to be a single. He's headed for second. The throw is close, and they got him! It's 8-6 on the putout. As the Enterprise coach is either mad at his player or mad at the umpire. Actually, he's giving the umpire a little bit of the business there. Nice outfield assist. Jay Fuller on the fly. Throws one right on the money to Booker. It is 8-6. Thornton gets a single, but he is thrown out trying to make it a double. One down here for Micah Parker. As I believe the discussion is not done yet. Says, although I am an Enterprise fan, I'd like to commend the commentator for doing a great job tonight. Well, appreciate you listening there. 334 area code. As the infield will talk, as the coach, you can see him just in the left portion of your screen. If I'm a betting man, Enterprise is saying you made that call awfully early. Either way, it was one heck of a throw from deep center field. Fuller put it right on the money at second. I don't know why he's going to go appeal to the home plate umpire, who was a lot farther away from the base umpire, but anyway. As Micah Parker will be batting after all this is over. Again, at the moment, this is the only action going on here at the Troy Sportsplex. And we have conferences all over the place. Home plate umpire is talking to the player that made the call, and the out is confirmed. Can you imagine what the conference would have been if it was overturned? But we have one down here in the bottom of the sixth. Again, the only action going on for now, here in about 20 minutes or so, we will have Fairhope and Troy. Says, way to go, Jay and Ethan. Hashtag go Hueytown. Pitch is up and in for ball one. Again, the winner of this one will get the Fairhope Troy winner. South Bibb, the Fairhope Troy loser in the Final Four, which will start tomorrow at 10 a.m. The 1-1 swung on, fouled back. As we're closing in on the 2-hour mark of this one, as Hueytown in both the fourth and the fifth had chances to end the game early, but Enterprise got out of it without allowing that 10th run. And Enterprise has stranded two twice, and the bases loaded once. So they've had opportunities. That's hit a mile high to the right side. Second baseman going out on the lip of the grass will make the catch for out number 2. 1 out away. Nice play there. That was Colton Hudgens. Caught it on the lip of the outfield grass. You got to make sure you're picking up your feet. You don't trip on the grass. Allow that one to fall. But it'll be up to Gavin Mond, who has a fly out to center and a walk. 0 for 1. The pitch to Mond, swung on, ground ball, foul to the left side. Again, we will be back here at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning with 2 games in the AAA division. And then Chuck Sebastian will bring it to you the rest of the way with a championship at 5. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. If there is an if necessary game, it'll be 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning. The 0-2 to Mond up over his head. That'll be 1-2. Again, we will stay on to show you the elimination ceremony as the eliminated team will be getting their medallions. The pitch is low for ball 2. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out in a 9-0 lead for Hueytown as they're 1 strike away from the Final Four. The 2-2 pitch is swung on, ground ball. The shortstop down, has it over to first. Close play, and they got him. That'll go 6-3, and this one is over as Team Hueytown advances to the Final Four here at the Alabama AAA State Tournament. Your final score, Hueytown 9, Enterprise 0. Again, as they do the handshaking, we'll Recap who did what, starting with Enterprise. Gavin Mon goes 0 for 2 with a walk. Reed Burns 0 for 2. Caden Boutwell 0 for 2. Seth Graham 1 for 2. Dylan Yu 0 for 2. Connor Cruitt 1 for 1 and was hit by a pitch. Cade Kirkland goes 2 for 2. Maddox Dowling goes 0 for 2. Walter Clark 0 for 1 with a walk. Remington Kennedy 0 for 1 with a walk. Grayson Thornton 1 for 2. And Micah Parker 0 for 2. For the victorious Hueytown squad, it is Jonah Winston going 1 for 2 with a walk, a run scored, 2 RBIs. Gavin Franklin 0 for 3. Caleb Johnson 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Ethan Booker goes 2 for 3 with a double. Baker Davis goes 0 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Colton Hudgens goes 0 for 3. Jay Fuller 0 for 3. Devin Ford 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored. Max Hollingsworth goes 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored. Ethan England goes 2 for 3 with a double, a run scored, and 2 RBIs. Brody Black goes 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Sam Vaughn 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Let's see Ken Boster down there, the deputy state director with the medallions, and other DYB officials will be down there to give the medallions to Enterprise.
Enterprise American has been eliminated from further play in the 2017 Alabama Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament. Let's all give Enterprise American another round of applause, please. Enterprise American has had a great season, and we enjoyed having them here in Troy. Enterprise American, when your name is called, please go to the pitcher's mound to receive your awards from the members of the host committee and Alabama Dixie Youth Baseball. Number 33, Gavin Mond. Number 2, Reed Burns. Number 8, Caden Boutwell. Number 27, Seth Graham. Number 11, Dylan Yu. Number 22, Connor Cruitt. Number 3, Cade Kirkland. Number 42, Maddox Dowling. Number 25, Walker Clark. Number 24, Remington Kennedy. Number 82, Grayson Thornton. Number 14, Micah Parker. Coach Chad Boutwell. Coach Barry Burns. And manager Warren Dowling. Let's all give Enterprise American another round of applause, please.
That'll be it for the post-game ceremony. A couple of shout-outs we get to that I didn't see. It says, we lost but enjoyed listening to you. A big thank you for Maddox's Gigi. Says, great job, Kevin Hudgens and Hueytown. Love you, son. I would assume that is dad/grandfather. Hudgens there. As Hueytown will advance to the Final Four tomorrow against team to be determined. Hueytown will get the winner of the Fairhope Troy game. South Bibb will get the loser of that game. That game probably in about 20 minutes or so over on Field 1 as Chuck Sebastian will be bringing you the action there. But that'll do it here on Field 4 as Jason Thompson signing off, wishing you, wherever you tuned in tonight, a pleasant evening.
Also, will both coaches please come sign out on the pitch sheet, please?
It's a good